How's it going?
Good. How about with you?
Good.
Glad you could make it.
Glad to be here.
Hello.
Wow.
Too loud?
Too loud?
A little bit.
Test, test, test. We used to have a Polish sound person. We had a check 1, 2, a check 1, 2, a check 1, 2.
Oh my. Oh my.
Oh, there's the
Wow,
babies
look at the
are
puppies.
right here. Perfect.
How you doing, Ray? Good to see you again, buddy. Thanks for coming by. All right, we are the two happy Voyageurs. You can spell that T-O-O or T-W-O, however you wish. So, you want to get started with St. Anne's Reel?
St. Anne's Reel, or the Ballad of St. Anne's Reel.
Ballad, yeah. That's right.
He was stranded in some tiny town on fair Prince Edward Island, waiting for his ship to come and find him. A friendly face, a one-horse place, some coffee and a tiny trace, fiddling in the distance far behind him. A dime across the counter then, a shy hello and a brand new friend, walk across the street in wintry weather. A yellow light and open door, a welcome friend, there's room for more. Soon they're standing there inside together. Said there's magic in the fiddler's arm, and there's magic in this town. There's magic in the dancers' feet and the way they put them down. People smiling everywhere, you got boots and the ribbons and the locks of hair, you got a laughter, old suits and Easter gown. Well, soon his feet begin to tap, and a little boy says, I'll take your hat. It's caught up in the magic of her smile, and leap the heart within him when was soft across the floor he sent, clumsy body graceful as a child. Said there's magic in the fiddler's arm, and there's magic in this town. There's magic in the dancers' feet and the way they put them down. People smiling everywhere, you got boots and ribbons and locks of hair, laughter, old suits and Easter gown. Sometimes on December nights when the air is cold and the wind is right, there's a melody that echoes through the sky.
Check my tuning. Once again, that's a little sharp. I'd like to think that the next song was sung by some of my ancestors long ago as they paddled their way up this waterway. It's called V'la Bon Vent,
Which means?
blow jolly wind or blow good wind. Blow good wind, blow jolly wind. Jolly bon.
Wait.
Guitar's too loud. There we go. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Everybody sing along. Derrière chez nous, il est une étang. Trois beaux canards s'en vont baignant. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Les fils d'oies s'en vont chassant, avec son grand fusil d'argent. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Les fils d'oies s'en vont chassant, avec son grand fusil d'argent. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Take it, Jacques. Avec son grand fusil d'argent, dessert le noir, tout elle est blanc. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Dessert le noir, tout elle est blanc. Quand tu es mon canard blanc. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Au fils d'oie, tu es méchant, le roi, tu es mon canard blanc. V'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'appelle, v'la bon vent, v'la jolly vent, v'la bon vent, mamie m'attend. Take us out. how to adjust this or I'll be singing at my feet.
Tighten it up.
All right. There we go. According to the set list. En Canadien Errant. There it is.
Right?
Play that one.
This is a song about a Canadian banished from his country, travels around foreign lands here, and sitting on the side of a river, talks to the current, and then he says, if you go back and see Canada, you see my friends there, tell them I'm thinking of them. Canadian. Bonnie de say, vanished from his home, his heart. Des pays étrangers, and in foreign countries. Un jour triste, ainsi, si à bord de flot. One day, very sad and pensive, he was sitting along the riverbank. Au grand jeté, il adressa ses mots. Au grand jeté, il adressa ses mots. He said to the wild current these words: Si tu vois mon pays, mon pays malheureux, if you see my country, my sad country, va dire à mes amis, je me souviens d'eux. Please say to my friends that I remember them. Va dire à mes amis que je me souviens. Va dire à mes amis que je me souviens.
Huzzah! Huzzah!
That really happened to my family. So the story goes, we were kicked out of Canada because we renounced our allegiance to the British Crown. Here comes the interactive portion. If you want to stay for one more story, can you do that? Sure, come on.
I like your Uber face mask. Oh, and your Michigan tattoo. I hate it. Very good.
All right, there we go. That should be good. If ever you read about our beloved Father Marquette, you'll see in his journal that he uses, hand talking when he's among the people of the Mississippi or Mississippi. As I recall, our beloved Father knew 6 different indigenous languages, and he also knew hand talking, Native American hand talking. So I'm going to teach you this story, and please follow along. Put your hands together like this. Say the story after me. Long ago, there lived a mother bear and 2 baby bears. In their home land, there was a great fire which destroyed their food. Mother bear and the 2 baby bears heard across the Great Lake water to the east. Point that way because that's east. There you go. There was a land of plenty. Mother bear and the 2 baby bears tried to swim across the Great Lake water. When Mother bear and the 2 baby bears, let me hear ya, swam closer to the land of plenty, the 2 baby bears could not swim. The 2 baby bears, you do that part really well, were weak, show me, weak and hungry. The 2 baby bears fell beneath the Great Lake water. Mother Bear was sad. She stopped and looked a long time. Mother Bear became covered by a mountain of sand. Sand is land that falls through your fingers. The great spirit Manitou cried for Mother Bear. The great spirit Manitou, I'm sorry, this hand, lifted the two baby bears. I'm out of sound. Let's see. Great Spirit Manitou lifted the two baby bears. Today, oh, I'm sorry, two baby bears. Don't even bother taping this one. And made two islands. My batteries died. Today, the two islands are called North, point that way, that's North, Manitou, and South Manitou. The sand mountain is called Sleeping Bear. And the land of plenty is called, hold up your left hand like this so you're looking at the palm of your left hand, put your right hand on top, because when I turn around, you see the map of Michigan. Ready? Sometimes people ask me, even en français, où habitez-vous? Where do you live? And so I show them my map of Michigan and point way down there. I'm a troll from under the bridge. You too, where are you from?
I live in Taylor.
Oh, okay. I'm from Warren.
Oh, close by.
Close by. My batteries are shot. All right, let's do something else. Thank you so much. I'm Geno Picor. This is Brother Jim Boynton. What would you like to do?
This is cute. What's new?
We have on the list, which is next, à la fraise et la framboise. Safe travels. Thanks for stopping by.
Thank you.
Good to show you guys. Thanks. I got my own gig.
Yeah, we'll stop by later.
All right. Bye, Marilyn. See you, Ray. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Take care.
All right. Strawberries and raspberries.
Fraise et la framboise. Strawberries, raspberries. I'll do it first, and I'll give you the translation. Trois belles filles de pays. J'ai cueilli cette argent, c'était le plus joli. Elle me plaignait les lèvres en me disant ceci. Hey, les fraises et les framboises, du bon vin j'en ai vu. Croyez-moi, je vais les joindre. Jamais je ne suis tendu. toi-même. Toi-même, fille du pays. On the road from Longueuil to Chambly, I ran into two beautiful ladies of the country. J'ai fait risette dans les champs. C'était le plus joli. Elle me pignait de l'œil. En me disant ceci, I started flirting with the youngest one because she was the most beautiful. She then winked at me and said, hey, les fraises et les framboises, du bon vin j'en ai vu. Croyez-moi, j'ai vu les joies. Jamais je ne suis tombé. Oh, the raspberries and the strawberries and the good wine I have drunk. I tell you, my dear, I've never been so happy. Elle me disant ceci, y'ons en a pour avoir, en faisant la priette, des fraises et des framboises. She said to me, let's keep drinking and let's go do
Yeah.
the harvesting of the raspberries and the strawberries. Venez donc, cher ami, dans les champs et les prés, de l'été, nous sommes mariés. Come on then, my friends, and we're going to go to the fields and to the fields in the prairies. By the end of the summer, we're going to be married. J'en ai vu, croyez-moi, je vis les joies. J'en ai si bon plus. And they're starting to grow now.
Well, no.
Geese. Whoops. You know, if you spend the summer here and then in the fall, I live down in Detroit, but I grew up here in town, and you'll see the geese, and they start going south. There'll be a big V of geese going across the sky, and one of the sides of the V is shorter, and the other one is longer. You know why that is?
No.
Because there's more geese on the other side.
Oh. Well, one day, Jacques and I, we were in Montreal. I didn't see that one coming. And we run into our Uncle Gautier. And Uncle Gautier has two black eyes. And we say, Uncle, how did you get the two black eyes? He said, well, I was in church, I was kneeling, and it was time for communion, and the woman in the pew in front of me got up, and I noticed that her skirt was caught between the left and right cheek of her derriere. He said, I got to thinking that didn't look very comfortable, so I reached over and I pulled it out. Well, she didn't like that. She turned around, she smacked me in the eye. Well, Uncle, that's only one black eye. How did you get the other? He said, well, I got to thinking again that she didn't like it that way, so I tucked it back in. Oh, log driver's waltz. Gotta get my cape on. That was my dad's favorite joke, and his name was Walter Gautier. And towards the end of his life, when he started to get dementia, I could tell him that joke every 10 minutes, and it'd be like the first time he'd ever heard it. All right, here we go, Log Driver.
This is a good old song, but I actually learned this watching Sesame Street. So up here, we would get Sesame Street out of Canada. So there's a Canadian Sesame Street, and there's a New York Sesame Street.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was one out of Canada.
It's out of Toronto. drive's nearly over, she likes to go down. Wants all the lads as they work on the river. She knows that come evening they'll all be in town. And that's when she'll waltz with her log driver. She goes whirling down and down the white water. That's where the log drivers learn to set lively. Whirling down and down the white water. The log driver's love pleases her so sweetly. Both her parents, she had to give way and dance with the doctors, the merchants, and lawyers. The manners were fine, but their feet were like clay. None had the grace of her log driver. Goes whirling down and down the white water. That's where the log drivers learn to set lively. Whirling down the white water, log driver's love pleases girls so sweetly. Now she's had her way with all sorts of men, none as fair as her lad on the river. When the drive's over, if he asks her again, she thinks she will marry her log driver. They'll go whirling down and down the white water. That's where the log drivers learn to step lively. Whirling down and down the white water. Log drivers waltz pleases girls completely. Now, the harbor right out here, if you take a snorkel and you go out there, you look at the bottom, it's all muck. What that is that's bark. This was all, we would have a drive here. Down at the other end of town is what we call the mill slip. That's where we had the sawmill. And there are pictures of this whole harbor filled with logs and people running around, with log drivers, dancing on, spinning on. This whole, there were 3 sawmills here.
Interesting. All right. The next one is just called the French song.
Oh, I like this song.
What key are we doing it in?
Key of G.
Key of G.
When the sun says hello to the mountain and the night bids good day to the dawn, I'm alone with my dreams on the hillside, and I still hear your voice though you're gone. Here at my door, songs in the wind brings back sweet memories of you. Now when the sun says hello to the mountain, I'm alone thinking only of you.
wife and I got married, we had the French Canadians in one spot, we had the Irish in another, and the Native Americans in another spot. We all got along real well. Law enforcement wasn't summoned the entire evening. But we know that this is an Irish song, an Irish romance song, because it has something to do with drinking and weapons. All right, let's see. As I was sitting by the fire, talking to O'Reilly's daughter, suddenly a thought come into me head. I'd like to marry O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Hey, let's try that giddy-yi-yay part again. That's your cue to sing along. Here we go. You ready? Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. As I was sitting by the fire, talking to O'Reilly's daughter, suddenly a thought come into me head. I'd like to marry O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Her hair was black and her eyes were blue. The colonel and the major and the captain saw her, the sergeant and private and the drummer boy too. But they never had a chance with Riley's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Riley played on the big bass drum. Riley had an eye for murder and slaughter. Riley had a bright red glitter in the eye. He kept that eye on his lovely daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Got me a ring and the parson too. Got me a scratch in the married quarter. Settled me down for a peaceful life. Happy as a king with O'Reilly's daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Suddenly a footstep on the stair. Here come O'Reilly out for slaughter with two pistols in his hand, looking for the man that married his daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. I grabbed O'Reilly by the hair, rammed his head in a pail of water, fired those pistols into the air, a damn sight quicker than I married his daughter. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Sing along. Giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay, giddy-yi-yay for the one-eyed Riley. Giddy-yi-yay, play it on your old big drum. Excuse me, thank you. All right. How are we doing on time?
What time is it? 22.
Oh, okay. How about we teach you a choice and get back?
Do it.
Okay. All right. This part of our program, we're going to teach you a dance. And the good thing about this dance is that you can do it in social distance. It's called Joys of Quebec. All right. So let's stand up. Give those legs a good stretch. Now we can do this two ways. We can do it in a circle, but I think it would be best if we did it in a line, just because we don't want to dance in the street. All right, so here's what you're gonna do. Let's give everybody out here a good treat, and let's face the street. We are gonna walk to the right 8 steps. All right, 8 steps like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn. 8 back. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and turn. And go back. 7. All right, this is where we stop. Just a second. Now you're going to clap 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You're going to step in place 3 times. 1, 2, 3. You're going to put your hands down and shake them. And watch what I do. Woo! Bring them back down. Clap again. 1, 2, 3. Step again. 1, 2, 3. And woo! And that's all there is to it. All right, we all got enough room? Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. And turn. We lost the beat. There's 8. All right. And 1, 3. Oh, we're not on that part yet? All right. Okay, here it comes. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and turn. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and turn. Be hard. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. 8. And 8. And 8. 8 again. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Let's do it one more time. Let's go 8. Oh, Brother Jim sped up the tempo. B part. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. And and woo! Joys of Quebec! Joys of Quebec! When I didn't realize this until last year, but we do that in a circle. One of my Huron brothers told me that it's a lot like the friendship dance, except I don't think they use a fiddle. All right, let's see here. What would you like to do? All right, we've got Wedge of Heaven, Montreal Reel. Tony, where's Tony?
He's watching it live.
Oh, hey, Tony. And I lost my guitar pick. Hold on a minute.
Did you?
Yeah.
Technical difficulty. Let's see. Name that tune. Nope. There, he got it down. What do you got there?
We got old woman, crooked stovepipe, Liberty with the E chord, Buffalo Gals.
Let's do plug this in.
All right.
Let's see. It starts out with G, then it'll go to C.
All right.
Little wedge you have. Laissez mon cœur à jurer sans retour. Oui, de t'aimer et t'adorer tendrement. Je serai alors mon premier serment. En coin du ciel, voulant vivre tous deux, ma chérie. A little wedge, a little nook in heaven, where the two of us will live forever. Du ciel, on s'aimera toute la vie. A little wedge in heaven where we will love each other always. Mon cœur t'appelle et te l'écrangerai nuit. Moi, fidèle, je t'aimerai toujours, ma jolie. Mon cœur t'appelle. My heart calls for you, and it calls for you day and night. Be faithful to me, my love, and I'll love you forever. Flowers of the fields, they bloom when the springtime comes. Et les oiseaux chantent et volent dans les cieux gaiement, and the birds of the air, they fly and they sing so happily in the sky. Mon cœur qui aime, il n'y a pas de saison. For a heart that loves, there are no seasons. Sans cesse et trouve toujours le temps bon. It always beats and looks for the happy times.
let you have it. Thank you. What's the name of that young man with the haircut? Timmy. That's Timothy. Hey, Timothy. Come on up here. Come on, Timothy. All right. Come on, Timothy. It's okay. And we'll socially distance. You can stand right there. Everybody look at Timothy's haircut.
Awesome.
Yeah? Well, my people, the Huron, had haircuts like that. The word Huron in French, Huron, means person with spiky hair. So, Timothy, my name is Jeannot Winter Elk Picor. I'm going to make you an honorary Huron. Yeah! And we have a special handshake. Did you know that, the Huron, we have a special handshake? No? Let me teach it to you. All right, come on up. All right, so we're going to touch this elbow with this elbow. One, then the next elbow, other elbow, two. All right, let's practice that. 1, 2, and then high five. 3, 4, and then turn face this way and do this. Watch. Baby, baby. Baby, baby. All right, let's try that again. You ready? Here we go. Ready, Timothy? Let's do this hand first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Baby, baby. All right, we got it. Where are you folks from?
Detroit.
Detroit? The city of Detroit?
Suburb, right next door, Redford.
Oh, I'm from Warren.
Right.
Yeah, not too far.
I'm from here, but I teach. There you go.
The Jesuit school.
Thank you guys so much. We're going to go eat dinner next.
All right, have fun.
After, we're going to throw all the Hurons here in Lake Huron if you want to come back.
We never called it that name. We called it Carrick Nundy, which means big lake. It is. Yes.
What do you got?
Well, just take a look. I'll just follow you.
D. Chance to meet, and we dance by the light of the moon. Sing it if you know it. Buffalo Gal, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come out tonight. Buffalo Gal, won't you come out tonight? And we'll dance by the light of the moon. Dance with the girl with the hole in her stocking and her feet for a rocking and her knees for a knocking and a dance with the girl with the hole in her stocking and we dance by the light of the moon. Buffalo Gal, won't you come out tonight? Come out tonight, come on out tonight. Buffalo Gal, won't you come out tonight? And we'll dance by the light of the moon.
There it is. Another Uncle Gautier story. When my grandfather, not so much Uncle Gautier, but when my grandfather came here, he spoke just very little bit of English. And like many of the other kids in the Catholic school where he attended, they came from many different parts of the world. Well, the sister, the teacher, the nun, said, here's what I want you to do. When I call on you, I want you to stand up, tell me what your daddy does for a living, spell that occupation, and tell us what he would say if he were here right now. Well, a little girl stands up. Her name is Mary Schmitz. Mary says, my daddy's a butcher, B-U-T-C-H-E-R. And if he were here right now, he'd say, how would you like your pork chop sliced? Very good. She sits down. The next little boy, and the little boy stands up and says, my name is Timothy O'Shaughnessy. My daddy's a police officer, P-O-L-I-C-E-O-F-F-I-C-E-R. And if he were here right now, he'd say, you better look both ways before you cross the street. Well, next was my grandfather. And like I say, he spoke very little English. So she says, Antoine, your turn. He stands up and he says, my daddy is how you say, charpentier, house builder. He's an house builder. Let's see, O-O-Z, no, that's O-W-Z, builder, B-E-B-E-L-D-R, builder? Finally, the nun in a moment of mercy says, Antoine, sit down, we'll call on you later. Next person to stand up is Rosa Pietrina Chianetta. Her daddy's from Sicily. He said, my daddy's a bookie, B-O-O-K-I-E, and if he were here right now, he'd say, 10 to 1, Frenchie's never going to figure out how to spell house builder.
Do you know why a Frenchman never eats 2 eggs?
Why is that?
Because 1 is enough. D.
Me on that one, sorry. All right. Want to do Liberty?
Sure.
Liberté. Okay.
What's your last name? Oh, sure. Okay. Yeah, I know you.
Oh, did you?
Did you?
Last week. Wow. Well, welcome. So you're from here now?
Dre.
Oh, Dre. Oh my God. You're Jim Dre's. Your mom, that's Jim Dre's. Holy catfish. They used to work together. I haven't seen you guys since
It's been a while.
30 years. Wow. Oh, wow. Good to see you.
Welcome home.
Where are you guys? 10 years? Okay, I moved out of here in 85. But I come back as often as I can. So you're back in, I think I saw it, and wasn't it in the paper that you guys are moving back? I think it was in the paper. Yeah. Wow, that's great.
Hey Jim, you were elected to the city council in 1983.
Yeah. Then they ran me out of town.
You want to come back?
Yeah.
How about,
All right, I got a song.
Okay.
I think you might be able to follow along. I wrote this song. I was working in Haiti. 10 years ago, I was there for a couple years. I was there when that earthquake happened, and I was feeling very lonely for my hometown. And so it's already outdated. For example, right next to us, the MI patio, that used to be a big biker bar. Then it became a yacht club. Now it's the patio bar or whatever. But this is my Seneca song. Key of G, I think you'll catch it on because it's pretty easy. It's to the tune of Don't Make You Want to Go Home. There's apartments on the hill where the nuns used to live. We no longer have a convent school. A park sprang up at the old sewer plant, and there's a roof on the community pool. The biker bar changed to a yacht club. The hockey rink is now inside. And on the 4th of July, when the firemen get drunk, they no longer give the kids a free ride. And don't it make you want to go home now? And don't it make you want to go home? All God's children get weary when they roam. And don't it make you want to go home? You can't see a movie on Main Street. And Winkleman's no longer sells shoes. No haircuts at the bowling alley. And the Stop no longer sells booze. Castle Rock has raised its admission. I can't afford to stop and climb. But at Vegas, keep waiting out on Mackinac Shore. We all got a place to spend our dime. And don't it make you want to go home now? And don't it make you want to go home? All God's children get weary when they roam. And don't it make you want to go home? Don't it make you want to go home now? And don't it make you want to go home? All God's children get weary when they roam. And don't it make you want to go home? To Seneca, Michigan, 49781. We got to do a couple updates on that. Like Walker's Furniture has changed to a museum.
Getting there.
Yeah, getting there.
Getting there.
How about La Mustang? voulez-vous danser? La bastringue, mademoiselle, voulez-vous danser? La bastringue va commencer. La bastringue, oui monsieur, je voudrais danser. La bastringue va commencer. So a man asked a woman to dance and she said yes. Now the man decides he's too tired. Mademoiselle, vous avez dansé, la bastringue, mademoiselle, vous avez dansé, vous allez vous fatiguer, means he's tired. Either that or his wife just showed up.
Hey Jim, when you worked here in town, your office phone number was 643-7700.
Thank you.
I know that because my mom worked there too.
Yeah. All right.
Remember the 6-4.
Yeah, no, it's 7700. Yes, you forget stupid stuff and I can remember it. What do you got?
Brother Jim, your memory has always impressed me. How about one last song? Vive la compagnie.
All right. Get the
Here's a good sing-along. Let all good people now join in the song. Vive la compagnie. Success to each other and pass it along. Vive la compagnie. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. A friend on the left and a friend on the right. Vive la compagnie. In love and good fellowship let us unite. Vive la compagnie. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. Go! Wider and wider our circle expands. Vive la compagnie. We'll sing to companions in faraway lands. Vive la compagnie. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. Farewell, our friends, we bid you adieu. Vive la compagnie. May your pleasures be many, your troubles be few. Vive la compagnie. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. One more time. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la, vive la, vive l'amour. Vive la compagnie. Thanks for coming out. Thank you for having.
one more song.
One more song?
You know Smile a While?
Is it a...
G?
Oh, I'll try to follow along. One more. Gotcha.
There used to be a Canadian music store, Don Messer and his Islanders, and they would always end every broadcast.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I remember that. much.